He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is a story time. It has been a minute since I did a story time, and I was like, let me sit and do a story time for my Jaybirds. Hey Jaybirds, hey Jaybirds, hey Jaybirds. Okay, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Okay, and that just means to come be a part of the community here. We are Jaybirds here. Like the video, subscribe, comments, share, all that good stuff. Okay, and then do not forget to hit the notification bell, because it lets you know when I have new videos up. And also, I will be live this Friday on my YouTube 10 p.m. as usual, but this will be a special live, so please be sure to tune in. And I'll still be on for a long time. I know people pop in, at 10 and 30, people pop in, between a little 2 hours, but, be prepared to be prepared. Okay. This story time, I thought about it because I was watching Love and Hip Hop yesterday, and because y'all won't get this until Wednesday, but I thought about this on Monday night. So watching Love and Hip Hop and the whole Paris, K. Michelle, you stole my credit card, whatever. I was like, let me tell my story about that. So back in like 2003. 2004, I think it was 2004. I was working at a law firm, okay, and I was a legal secretary and everything, and so worked there, had friends or whatever. And at that time, I was dating someone. I was with the bad guy back then, and I think at that point in time we were engaged. So at the law office or whatever, had friends. Then we had the file clerks. So the file clerks were kids who were like in college, whatever. So, me and my group of friends, who was all cool or whatever, and they never called me by my actual last name. They called me Jaylee Jefferson, because that was the guy's name I was engaged to. That was his last name. So it was a whole little sticker on my cubicle, little flip thing or whatever, that said Jaylee Jefferson. Cool. So I would keep my purse, in my drawer, whatever. And this one girl, nice little girl, we had all hung out before. We had all went out for drinks and stuff, because the five plus again is like kids who we were friendly with, like a whole little, mother hen, sister hen, big sister, little sister thing. Cool. And I don't remember her name, because if I did, I would say it. Okay, but I can't remember, because this was 14 years ago. So one day at work, I happened to check my accounts. Okay, and I looked at my account and I'm like, what's this charge? It was like $100 here, like 150. It was two different charges for one was like 100, the other was like 150. And I'm like, I didn't spend this shit. What's it for? And the name was something really, really weird. So I called my bank, and they can give you the number of the people of the merchant. So I called the merchant, and I'm like, yeah, y'all charged me for this stuff. Who are y'all? I didn't do this. They then say, they were like the organization that when you are about to go to college, and you have to pay for classes or admitting stuff. That was what they did. So to get admitted to a class or a school or whatever, you had to pay this fee for the test stuff. This person used my credit card, and I still had my debit card, but they used my debit card, and I'm like, what? I didn't use this, and I have my debit card. I don't get what's going on. So I was like, who do you have listed as the person who did it? And then She said, we have your card number and we have it under the person J. Lee Jefferson. I said, J. Lee Jefferson? Only people at work call me that. And I said, well, who's the student who paid for stuff? I know that you have the person's name of the card that your person is using, but who did it pay for? Because J. Lee is not, I'm not in school right now, so it's not my thing. And they said the girl name, and I'm like, that's the bitch that worked here. I was confused. And I was like, am I ugly? Was I bamboozled? Like, I didn't give her my card at nan time. And I'm like, wait a minute. My card is in my, like, my card was literally in my wallets. Okay? Period. And I'm like, that is, I said, okay, I need you to send me that. I said, because one, it's fraud. First fraud. Okay, so send me whatever you have, because again, I say, for one, that ain't even my real name. I'm like, my name is J. Lee. Okay, and they said, oh, we're so sorry. You know what I'm saying? We did not know. People use credit cards to pay, whatever. I don't care. Send me proof that my card number was used for this person's stuff. Okay, because I work with that bitch. I was mad. I was big mad. Okay, old plasma. Well, I'm happy. I wasn't happy. So I waited for them to send me the stuff. I then, it was like a day. So the following day, they sent it to me. And I went to the partner of the company, and I said, this person, I said, look at this. And he looked, and then I was like, look at the person who paid, for the school and stuff. Oh yeah, that's so and so, the Falkler girl. I said, right. I said, but look who they say paid for it. And he looked. He saw my first name, and my desk was like 4 cubicles away from his, and he stood up from his desk, and he looked out of my thing, because he remembered the name is there, and they jokingly will call me that name. And I said, right, so someone here did it, and look who name it is. I was pissed. I said, she needs to be fired. She stole my stuff. I can't believe it. He said, don't worry about it. We'll handle it. So the following day, I came in, and they had her in the office, and she was denying it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I said, bitch, they gave me your name. And she said, well, I didn't do it. I don't know how they got your real name. I said, girl, what's my whole name? And she said, J. Lee Jefferson. I said, you know what? That's not my name, bitch. My name is J. Lee. So I know it's you, because only you will be dumb enough to give them my fake, playful name. Everyone else here knows my real last name, but because she was a file clerk, and she never I didn't have to email her, but she didn't know my last name. She just saw that name on my thing, and I said, you must. So I said, she must have just went in my purse one day, took my card out, copied the number, and left, because she would know when we would go to lunch, and we would go to lunch, so that the file clerks would know we're gone. So I said, she probably, we would go, and we would have okay, we not paying, so and so paying. So I would not have to check my purse, or I would have cash on me and would leave my purse at the office in my thing, because nobody went in our stuff like that. We did not have to worry about it, because it's it's so many people around, you don't think about it. But however, the friends of us, I would go to my friend's desk and would go in their thing and take some gum or whatever. We were close like that. So what she knew was no one would think anything of her going to my thing and grabbing, and getting something out my thing. And I think she just did it sneakily while I was at lunch. So in the office, I didn't do it. No, bitch, you did, because you just called me the name, because our boss did not show her the bill with my name on it. He just showed her, they sent us this saying that you use a card, and the card number is the card. This is J. Lee's card. This is her card right here. The number matches. And when we asked her what my name was, because she said J. Lee Jefferson, he said, you saying the name that's on here, how would anybody? And it's you. It's you. And it was funny, because she kept saying, I didn't do it. So someone else took my car stuff and paid for schooling, accepting stuff for you. Someone else did that. And he then asked her, are you applying to go to this and this school? Well, yeah. And she kept denying that she kept denying that she used my credit card to pay for some shit. She kept denying that. And so when I seen Paris denying, I didn't take your stuff, the bitch, yes you did. Okay, the same way for Paris, just because you did not take K Michelle's card and swipe it, bitch, don't mean that you use her card numbers to have something paid for. And the bitch at my law firm used my card numbers to pay for, and I'm like, but she was so dumb. And I, like, after the fact, I said, because I cussed her out. I cussed her out real good in front of my boss. I was like, bitch, you so stupid. You use something that could immediately be traced back to you directly, bitch. You're stupid. You are such an idiot. And I'm like, and then you use the name that only someone here has. If you ask anyone else here or legitimate what's Jay Lee's name, they not gonna say Jefferson, because it's not my name. It's not. You said it because you seen it sitting up there. That ain't my name. And then she got fired. She got fired, and then we were all friends. So the other women who were like my friends or whatever, who were kind of closer to her, stopped talking to her because she was a whole thief. Okay, a whole thief. And then years later, I saw her at Best Buy. She was working at Best Buy. Walked in Best Buy to get I was going about CDs to burn CDs or whatever. And I walked in and I walked past and I said, and I was with, who was I with back then? I may have still been with the bad guy. But yeah, I walked in there and saw her, and I said, that's the bitch who stole my credit card stuff from work. And he was like, what? And I'm like, the bitch who, the whole the fake name, whatever. He like, really? And I said, yeah. I said, I should go say something to that bitch. And he saw I got all mad again. And he's like, nah, it ain't worth it. I said, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna walk up. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna walk up and stand there. And so I walked up to the counter. It was a little line. I was the last one in line, and I had a hat on or something, so she couldn't really see me. So when I got to the register and I seen everybody was gone, I kind of took my hat off and did this. I hadn't seen her since the day they fired her, and I had not talked to her since then either. And the last that I talked to her one time after that, and she kept saying I didn't do it. And from there, she would tell other people, tell Jelly I didn't do it. Yes, the fuck you did, bitch. You did. You did it absolutely. And so I just looked at her and she started crying. Because she knew she fucked up, and she still didn't admit that she did it. And I just walked away. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, I was so mad. And mainly because back then, for the file clerks, because they didn't make much money, us older people, and that's crazy because back then this was to me, 14 years ago, so I was 30, no, I was 22, 23. So they was all 16, 17, they were like seniors in high school or freshmen in college. That's how they all were. And we would give, we would buy them food, we would help them because they wasn't making that much money. And I said to her, if you would ask me, I would have paid for it for you. It was for school, bitch. I would have done that. But no, bitch, you stole my credit card number, used it, gave the wrong name, and assumed it wouldn't trace back. And I think she was so stupid where she didn't realize it would I would call and they would give me the information. I think she assumed, well, maybe because on my, that's why I called, because the name, it didn't just say the name of the thing, it said the name of the company and her name. And I'm like, that's the bitch name I know. That's what made me call. And I said, well, who's the person? Because that's what made me ask the question, because I saw her name. It came, and I was mad. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. And it wasn't the point of how much she stole. It was like that you went in my purse, took wrote down or copied my card, and put my card back. bitch, put my card back. I hate dumb people. Another thing, at my job, I'm not gonna say which one. So this is not back then. I had a coworker, a new person, or whatever, and she was hired because our boss was friends with her mama. So, and she was a young girl, like 20 years old. And at this job, I had to train her. Okay, so I kept giving her little things to do, a little bit more here, a little bit more here, a little bit more here. And so I told my boss, yeah, I showed so and so how to do this. I showed so and so how to do that. I showed so and so what the credit card numbers were to run the credit cards for parents who have copays. Cool. She then said, nah, don't have to do that. I don't trust her. And I said, well, bitch. And that's how I talked to my boss. My boss is cool. I said, well, bitch, if you don't trust her, why did you hire her? Well, I'm trying to give her, opportunity, to be better. I said, but if you don't trust her, why would you hire? I said, I've already showed her. So, like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, I showed her, like, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm training her. And then she's like, just don't let her do it. Like, even though she know where they at, just don't let her do it. Okay, cool. The following week, maybe 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, I see my boss, and she comes in and she says, where's the folder with the credit card numbers? And I said, oh. So I went where they were, in a little hidden place, and said, here they go. And she took all of them with her. And I said, well, that's not normal. She don't do that. And then she left. She then came back. What day did you show so-and-so how to do this? So I went back to my training schedule. I'll train you on this and this today. Okay. She left and was gone. My coworker comes back. She was gone doing something. And then my boss came in and said, name girl, come with me. So they leave, and at first I didn't think nothing of it. Well, no, I did, because there was something different in the air, and I can tell when shit going on. And so, she took her whatever, and when they didn't go back to my boss's office, which is this way, they went that way, bitch. And I said, oh, bitch, that way? That's HR. That's a serious wing. Like, you going over that way? Okay, bitch. And before she came back, I said, she came here, asked about the credit card. She took the credit cards, asked them when I trained her. I'm like, I know this dumb bitch didn't, use a credit card some kind of way or whatever. So they came back 20, 30 minutes later, and then it was a lot of people around. It was a lot of people around who had been kind of left out or whatever. And then my boss came in, and she was just standing there. And my coworker was kind of, getting her purse. She was getting her shit. And I'm like, and she, no one said anything. And then she got her coffee mug. And she said, girl, what are you doing? Oh, I'm finna go empty out my coffee mug. I'm like, go to the bathroom. She was like, no, get your stuff and just go. And I was like, bitch, what's going on, bitch? So I was waiting for I knew what happened, but I was waiting. Man, when everything cleared out, my boss came back and told me what happened. She was like, the day after you taught that bitch, and this is my boss's exact words at this job from before, the day after you taught that bitch how to run the credit cards, she used the credit cards. I'm like, what you mean she used them? I'm like, here, we can only run it on the credit card. Like, you can't do it. She was like, no. She ordered some stuff from Grubhub. She, she ordered food from Grubhub to our job on these parents' credit card. Dumb bitch. She then, ordered some shoes that was gonna be sent to some house somewhere, and she had used 4 of these parents' cards. And I'm like, she is dumb. And it wasn't until one of the parents saw the transaction, because she had used it for something else, some paper. She tried to get some, I don't know if it was, she tried to get some kind of paperwork thing done, and she used it, and the parents saw it, and then they called the company and asked the question. So that was one part of it. But that she had used that same person's card and ordered the Grubhub. And so they called Grubhub and asked them, well, where was the food delivered to? And they then said, you know, the address. And they said, oh, that's this place we go to. And then they asked for the name. No, when they asked, yeah, they asked for the person's name on it. And they gave the people the name. And like the dad like Googled the name, and this person had such a different kind of name. Her Instagram stuff came up, and the dad went to the IG page and said, that's the girl who worked at the building, the office building. And then they called our job, talked to my boss. My boss was pissed because, again, she got the person hired. So again, people be so stupid that they do stuff and use people's cards and don't realize, bitch, they gonna catch you. They gonna catch you, bitch. Perish. You use the Uber. It's your Uber, bitch. They gonna catch you. Girl from my old job, you put your name on there for your school stuff and put my fake name on there for the card number. Bitch, we caught you. And then dummy at my old job, you ordered the food to our office under your Grubhub, bitch. What is wrong with you, bitch? It was so dumb. Oh my god. And so she got fired. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So again, people, don't be borrowing other people's credit card information. That's called stealing anywhere go. Anyway, I did not mean for this to be 20 minutes long. Anyway, I'm done. Bye.